what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to go over some of the update info for things going on this week on PSO2 NGS. Now one of the very first things I want to mention this week is we have a couple of boosts going on. There's actually going to be a PSO2 day starting up, and that's going to be coming up on Friday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to run all the way till Sunday at 7 in the morning Eastern time. So keep that in mind for your local time zone. This will be 100% rare drop rate, and it's also a good time to claim the star gems that comes with it too. It's a really good idea to get in and grind. Now, coming along with that, I'm also going to mention we do have a 150% rare drop rate boost for all of the Kvaris region going on this week too. So this won't actually affect everywhere in the game. This won't affect the new LTQ, sadly. It won't affect all the urgent quests and stuff, but it will affect like Reyaar Gorge and like the Crimson Realm PSE farming and stuff like that. So it'll be a good time to hit that. And it should actually stack along with the PSO2 day boost too, so it's definitely really good to go hit that during PSO2 day. You'll have a 250% rare drop rate going on over there. So with the end of maintenance, they actually fixed a couple of bugs going on this week. Now one of them here, I didn't even actually realize this was a bug. They actually apparently fixed the Meseta reward that you get from the Driverus enemy. That's the new like Cerberus looking boss that you fight inside of the Crimson Realm, the one that's actually pretty difficult to kill. They actually have shown here that you're supposed to get at different varying levels of HP thresholds that you hit: 75% or lower 150 in Meseta, 50% or lower 200 in Meseta, 25% or lower 300 in Meseta, and if you actually manage to kill it, you get 500 in Meseta. Now, me and a lot of friends, we've actually been making private groups of the Crimson Realm, and we've been killing that thing consistently. And it is a pretty tanky boss. I'm sure if any of you went out there and fought it, you realize it's actually pretty hard to kill this thing. We usually kill it, but everybody in the party is always like really geared, you know, and on top of their game and like really good players and everything. So for your general average like pug players and stuff, this is going to be kind of difficult to pick this up. So I feel like saying that this 500 in Meseta is actually like kind of a joke reward. I feel like it should give anywhere from like 50 to 100k per kill, honestly. Because it's a pretty tanky boss, and it should be like a nice reward for killing that thing, in my opinion. That way, so it incentivizes players to actually want to gear up to be able to kill the thing, right? But I did want to point out also, they have shown here, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed, they've been talking about these like double-edged eyelids and stuff like that for the past like several weeks. Basically, like for the whole month, they've been talking about these eyelids being broken. And I wasn't really sure what was up with that, and they've shown some pictures here on the website now that actually shows us what was wrong with these. And you can see like before and after pictures here. You can see like the before side, it was actually pretty jacked up. So now they've actually fixed these. And they give a couple of different little pictures here that's kind of showing what all was going on with that and stuff. I was pretty curious because it was kind of funny seeing it like constantly mentioned like eyelashes are messed up and removing a whole AC scratch because of it and everything. So pretty cool, they've actually fixed that now. Now today they actually gave us out a lot of compensation for the game too. So if you notice, we actually have 100 star gems and a salon pass ×5 for the compensation for the double eyelids bug that we had. So that's actually really good compensation. And then they also gave out a couple of different compensation things today for the Microsoft Store and the Xbox players not being able to log in a couple weeks ago with the update that was broken. Now you have to actually log into either the Microsoft Store version or the Xbox version to actually claim this reward. Originally I was trying to claim it on Epic because that's what I normally play on. I usually play on Epic, but I couldn't actually claim it on there. I had to actually log into my Xbox and claim it on my Xbox. So just you could always just download the Microsoft Store version, I assume, and then just like uninstall it afterwards after you claim this. I suppose that would be a pretty smart idea. And you can get a hold of 200 star gems and as well as a drop rate 100% for 1 hour, which isn't really a lot, but that 200 star gems is pretty sweet. And they're actually saying here too that compensation for people that had premium set active, they'll give you 2 premium day tickets for that too. Now, whenever I logged in on the Xbox, I didn't actually get these 2 premium day tickets. I guess maybe that didn't trigger properly because I probably didn't actually log in on my Xbox prior to this, so maybe there was something like going on with that. Maybe it was a bug because I logged into Epic first today. I don't really know. Let me know down in the comments below if you all logged into like Steam or Epic or something and you were still able to claim this on your Xbox or Microsoft Store version, because I didn't actually see this myself. Now, something going on this week that's actually pretty cool is we have this Reyaar series exchange support campaign going on too. And there's actually some limited time tasks that you can do in the game, and it basically gives you just almost everything that you need to make a Reyaar weapon, which is pretty nice. These Reyaar weapons are extremely strong, so I suggest everybody to get out there and try to make one of these. And remember, inside of the item recycle shop, you can actually trade in for that generate fix a preset item. and that'll allow you to fix the preset to any of your Reyaar weapons that you trade in for at level 1. It generates them at 100%, so you can pretty much get a fix of Reyaar for free. So we do have another limited time quest that's been added to the game today, and it's a pretty good limited time quest too. This is a 12-player quest. It's a revival quest that we had last year. Last year, I believe it was actually 24 players. This time around, it's only 12. But you can see it's called Plateau Cleanup Op 24. And you only need 3649 battle power to get in here too. And it has like the Reyaar weapons can drop, Gladia LC and stuff like that. All the different LC capsules. You can get a hold of some of the different Ina armors. You can get a hold of the Belta, Arga, and Sheza versions of those armors too. And you fight the big giant Pedasvera, like the big giant doll at the very end of it. I just did one run of this earlier just to check out to see what it was like. It was pretty fast. We did a 4-minute run, just casually running with some random players and stuff. So it was pretty cool. It's actually a pretty quick quest that you can run. And at the end of it, I actually got a hold of a lot of materials to make Reyaar weapon too. So it's pretty worthwhile to run this, I would say. Okay, so we do have a couple of AC scratches that got added into the game today. And these are a couple of like revival things that got added in. But we have the Rewind Collection February 24, and we also have the NGS Makeup Revival. So both of these have some pretty decent items inside of them. Like, there's not a lot of crazy stuff, but there is some pretty good things in there, so definitely go through and check them out. And whenever it comes to the scratch bonus of this Rewind Collection February 24 in particular, I did want to mention there's actually has like some really good scratch bonuses in here for these items right here for the Motion Glide Bat. I thought this was really cool, and this was around before. This is actually really tempting to scratch for this because this is a pretty cool motion. You do have to unfortunately scratch 70 times to get the full-blown version of it for the dash and the glide both together. So that's something to keep in mind, just in case if that's something you was interested in. And they pretty much revived like a whole lot of outfits inside of here too. There's no emotes or anything, but there is like some accessories and some body paints and different things like that. So definitely go through and check it out. Now, whenever it comes to the makeup revival one here in particular, they actually put a couple of like S capsules here inside of the scratch frequency bonus too. It's nothing really crazy. It's just like a high rut Dominant S and a Gladiosol S, but it is in there. And there's also some item protections inside of here too, which is nice. And there's actually a lot of like really good stuff inside of this makeup revival one too. There's actually like a lot of like good like body paints and different stuff like that in here. So definitely go through and check it out too. So we do have another Arks record ranking going on. And it's a good idea to hit this before maintenance comes. Now, if you open up your menu and you go to personal and then down to Arks records and then random challenge records, you can see right here it's South Kvaris Stage 1. And it's always a good idea to just do one run of this at least, that way so you can get yourself a participation reward. And if you do really good, you might possibly get more Arks record badges with getting silver or gold. Now, as well, I also like to mention every week that when it comes to these Arks record rankings, if you have characters on multiple ships, you can do one run per ship because it's an individual ranking reward. And you can actually get an individual ranking reward per ship, getting more Arks record badges. And then you could use those badges to get those weekly star gems, which is really nice because it affects your entire account. Now, the way that you would find this, if you open up your world map, you can find it over in South Kvaris, right here next to this Reyaar, the Danon Snowfield East, and you would start it up via this little terminal right here. By the way, I wanted to point out, if you like some of the artwork and sketches and the gifs that you see in some of my videos here, the stuff that you see on the screen, it's all commissions that I have done by an amazing artist named Miasmajin. I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to Miasmajin's Twitter, so you can contact them if you're interested in doing any commissions. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.